Welcome to the deep dive. So you've brought us a really interesting piece today to sort of unpack.
Yeah, it's an article from The Guardian. The title is Trump Tax Bill and Dogecoin, Musk's Cost Cutting.
Right, quite a title. It definitely suggests a connection you might not expect.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to look into, right?
Yep. Our mission today is to explore what this specific source, the Guardian article, is suggesting. How does it link, that particular tax bill, Dogecoin, and Elon Musk trying to cut costs?
And importantly, why does the source argue this connection actually matters?
What's really striking, I think, is how this source implies that policies like this tax bill aren't just about taxes and budgets.
It suggests they have these, ripple effects.
Yeah, surprising ones, hitting things like digital currency, especially when you factor in someone like Musk and his strategic moves.
It's suggesting a direct line, almost.
Well, okay, so let's get into how the Guardian article actually draws this line. We need to look at the pieces it mentions.
Right. The Trump tax bill itself, then Musk's focus on cost cutting.
And Dogecoin, obviously. And then, the crucial part, how the source claims the tax bill specifically weakens Dogecoin because of Musk's actions.
Okay, so according to the source material you provided, the core idea seems to be about how that tax bill might have changed certain financial incentives, or maybe disincentives.
For companies like Tesla, right, where Musk is CEO.
Yeah, exactly. The article seems to hint that changes in the bill, maybe things like corporate tax rates or how R&D is treated, something like that.
Yeah, it's made really aggressive cost-cutting suddenly seem, well, more attractive, or perhaps even necessary for companies trying to boost profits under those new rules.
Yeah, that seems to be the angle, that the tax bill created this new environment. And within that context, Musk's goal of cutting costs becomes, even more central or takes a specific shape.
And that's where the source connects it back to Dogecoin.
Right. The Guardian article apparently claims that how Musk goes about this cost reduction, supposedly influenced by these tax factors, directly harms Dogecoin.
Okay, so let's be clear on this weakens part. The source isn't just saying Musk cuts costs, Doge suffers. It seems more specific.
It sounds like it. It's suggesting the type of cost cutting may be driven by those tax changes specifically limits or changes Musk's relationship with Dogecoin.
In a bad way for Doge.
According to the article, yes, maybe it affects, I don't know, investment or his public support or how company resources involving Doge are handled, something like that.
So the argument is tax bill creates a context.
Musk reacts with specific cost cutting.
And that reaction specifically puts pressure on Dogecoin.
If you map it out like the source presents it, it's like a chain reaction. Policy leads to corporate strategy adjustment, which then impacts this specific digital asset.
It definitely raises questions based on this source about how, big government policies can filter down into really unexpected places.
Yeah, like the crypto market.
So this Guardian piece, it's not maybe a super deep technical analysis of tax law or corporate finance.
No, it seems more focused on highlighting this specific alleged link.
That a tax policy change is claimed to intersect with one very visible person's strategy.
Musk's, yeah.
In a way that, according to the article, ends up squeezing Dogecoin.
Precisely. So the main takeaway from this source, the point it's trying to make, is that a policy like the Trump tax bill isn't just stuck in, traditional economics.
Right.
It can, or this article claims it can, ripple out and affect something like crypto. Especially when you look at it through the lens of someone like Elon Musk and his financial strategies, which the source links back to those tax incentives for cutting costs.
And the specific claim is that the tax bill potentially weakens Dogecoin directly in relation to Musk's cost-cutting push. The source seems to argue the bill itself creates that specific pressure point.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Right.
About how often policies made, far away might quietly shape things closer to home.
Totally. Like your investment choices or crypto or just how major companies operate, those unseen connections.
Policies can have long, subtle reach.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for bringing this source in. It definitely gave us something interesting to dive into and think about those connections.